Hello everybody, today is Friday, almost the end of the second week. We'll have 2 weeks more for the moment, okay, then we will see. There are some people who are asking me about the exams, okay. We are discussing, we're having meetings, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I think the exams are going to be the same, okay, in June, but I can't tell you anything right now, okay. The only thing I can tell you is that exams are done. We don't do the exams, okay, so I can't tell you anything about the exams, okay. So the only thing I can do is help you with the book and work as much as possible, solving your doubts and so on, okay. So if I know something, I can tell you, okay, but for the moment I can't tell you anything. So today we're going to work with unit 8.2 that talks about generation X, Y, and Z. Do you know that? Well, we have a generation gap, that is the differences between one generation and another. For example, mine with my parents or my grandparents, okay? So, how people live in different generations, okay? So, according to the book in page 78, okay, they say that baby boomers are people who were born between 1946 and 1964, okay? So then is generation X, okay? People born from 1975 to 1980, okay? And then my generation Y, okay, from 1981, I was born in 1987, right? Until the new century, okay? And generation Z is people who are born right now, okay? For example, my little daughter. So here we have several profiles with this information, so you could learn a bit more about that. But in the platform, I send you one page where you can see generation gap definition. Okay, if you want to learn more about what's that, then generation Z, okay, the latest news, how this generation work, and so on. Okay, and then you have here more exercises you could practice, but it's all about this vocabulary. Okay, we're going to have a look at a little chart that is in purple in page 79. That is exercise 7b. Okay, here you have some words related to this contest that are conventional, easygoing, irresponsible, loyal, self-confident, and stubborn. Okay, do you know the meaning of these words? Well, conventional is people who are traditional, okay, it's usually the thing that is supposed to be. Easygoing is someone that is como fácil de llevar, okay, so you are easygoing, okay, you could accept and agree things, you don't argue all the time. Responsible is the opposite of responsible. Loyal, for example, dogs are said that are loyal, okay, that trust you, follow you, okay. Self-confident, that you have confidence in yourself, okay. And stubborn is when you're picky, when you say this is like this because I say it, okay. This is stubborn, right? So here you have a lot of things to describe people, okay. Apart from this vocabulary, you have plenty of exercises in these tests, okay. And also I send you more vocabulary to describe, okay. I'm going to send you a task the task I send you are not compulsory, okay, so you could do them to practice, but if you don't have time or you don't want to do them, don't worry, okay. So I'm going to ask you a task with a speaking, describing yourself, or if you don't want to talk about yourself, other people, okay. So you're going to send this speaking. I'm going to tell you in the website. You could do a record voice message, okay, and send to my WhatsApp. I'm going to send you my telephone number, or if you prefer, by email, okay. So to share in the email, you have to go in the WhatsApp after recording the voice here on the on the top right, okay. There are like 3 points, so you click 3 points, okay. You go to share, compartir with Gmail, no, that's a compartir el email, and you write my email, rociomartinm@gmail.com, okay. And you can send me this voice record talking about yourself. It's just to practice the vocabulary, okay, the adjectives, okay. These adjectives are very useful because when we describe things in the writings from the speaking, we could use them, okay. And to finish with, we're going to see the little grammar point, that is participle clauses, okay. I send you also a webpage with more information and more exercises. You have also grammar reference exercises and the answers of those exercises. here you have exercises 10 and 11 to practice, okay, and the answers, but I'm going to explain you a little bit. The participle clauses allows us to include more information in a single sentence. Es como las oraciones subordinadas, okay? So, for example, we say, this generation is sandwiched between baby boomers and Generation Y. It shares many of the characteristics sandwiches between baby boomers and Generation Y. This generation shares many of the characteristics. Okay, so you say that both sentences are the same, but we say differently. It's like a relative clause, similar to relative clause, but it's saying the things in other ways. Okay, so here we say sandwiched between baby boomers and Generation Y instead of saying this generation is sandwiched. Okay, so we put just the past participle of the passive sentence, okay, without the verb to be, okay? So, some participle clauses can be replaced relative clauses, as I told you, it's very similar, okay? So, but you don't put the relative, you just put the sentence, the past participle. So, you don't say the relative, the subject, and the verb to be or other verb, okay? So, just put the past participle. And finally, the present participle has an active meaning, while the past participle have a passive meaning, okay? So if I say, people growing up after World War II is people who grew up, okay? But if I say, Generation Z, also known as Generation Net, who are also known as, okay, with the sense of the past, okay? So if you say present participle, okay, the meaning is like present active, okay? If you use the past participle, it's like passive meaning, okay? Well, as I told you, in page 141 and 51, sorry, here you have more explanation, okay? Well, they tell you several examples. Well, I haven't told before, but present participle is just the third column, or ed. And past participle is have and the past participle, okay? For example, we use having and past participle to talk about the past. Having missed, having been, okay, having used. So we use have, with ing in this case, with the past participle to talk about the past participle, okay? And we talk the present participle, the normal one with ing, okay? So here you have several exercises. I don't know if you understand that. It's very common in the test, in the reading. So even if you haven't started that or studied that, I'm sure that you know already it, okay? But as always, I leave you everything in the platform. And if you have any question, you have my email. I'm going to put also my telephone number, okay? And, well, enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.